see when I hotbox. Quiet on the set, the clock stops. You're on my time till the mic drops. The things that I be spilling from off top. Started thinking about when the block's hot. Never really aimed when I shot. Just another drop in the crock pot. When all's said and done, I don't stop.
Welcome to In the House Talk Show. I have a very special guest. I want you all to let's do something different. Go around, introduce yourself. I am Lady Merck. I have my very special artist today for Who Up Next. Introduce yourself, man.
My name is Azrael.
Azrael. And then we have Moni.
Yep, Monty Maverick. What's up?
Mary, and my man Brandon's in the house as well.
Yeah,
welcome. Hey, yeah. So welcome to In the House. Today it's all about the topic of today is rebellious people. We're gonna break it down to the T before we get all deep. Okay, I want to do a little Facebook shout out. So everyone who's my Facebook friend, please DM me if it's your birthday. I do Facebook birthday shout outs each and every Thursday. It is Pisces series right now. Everybody know what Pisces. Get your little fishes out the water because it's their birthday season. Shout out to Lakeisha Campbell. She's like an aunt to me. Happy birthday to you. Reg Rillo, Sean Kira Smith, Big Debo. Shout out to my man Debo. Blue Honey, Reno, and Jared Scott. Happy birthday. It's a whole lot of Pisces today that's celebrating their birthday. So get turned up for the weekend. Happy birthday. All right, and a little chit chat. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but you had to because it's going on in our community right now about the Baltimore police. Okay, racketeering. You already know. I had to talk about it because they just got indicted on the 1st. Okay, so I just was reading about 7 more police officers getting arrested for this charge because they was robbing people, using their powers, and taking advantage of citizens and taking money. And it's just like, yo, what are we going to do now with our police department? Because it was already 2 incidents in February with 2 officers getting pled guilty for 5 years. They were sentenced to 5 years. Now you bringing more people to the hotlines of getting taken advantage and robbed and whatever, abused, violent threats. And it's just like, yo, these are supposed to be the people who
protect
us. Exactly.
Supposed to be protecting us.
And let that be one of us, and we
so it's
going to be marching Black Lives
It's
Matter
going to
again.
be 10 times 5 years. Like, we going to be in there for life, and they just sitting there getting away with all this stuff, and they ain't going to be caught.
You know, it's wild because I was just talking to someone about this last night. It's like the only way to stop it is just throw our whole system in the garbage. Like, throw it away. Because realistically, to be a police officer, I'm a realist. We are all human. Everyone makes mistakes. But to be a police officer, to be someone in that position, like, you kind of have to know whether you're cut out for that or not. If you're going around and like you're easily irritated, like I am, then you just aren't cut out for it. You can't sit there and have to protect people and hold yourself back when you can't even control yourself.
Yeah, I definitely agree. But the thing that gets me that most of these police came from the gun trace task force. So it's just like, are you guys training these people to be robbers and violate, citizen rights, or what is it? Like, why are you?
Actually had a friend that went into police force, and they said they actually have to go over like a couple classes of how not to racial profile and how not to do all this stuff. But to be honest, it's just like any other school that you probably go to or any other class that you go to. People don't care. People are just there to get past the class and get to what they want to actually do. Yeah. So it's like they don't really care about it, but some people do have to. You do have to go through it.
Plus, I hear they do have an incentive for like taking drugs and guns off the street. If they take your guns and drugs and they submit it, then they get some type of raise. So it's like, I hear not all cops will arrest you. They'll just take your stuff, push you along, wait until you get more, take it, push you along, and it's constant money for them.
So it's lying about that overtime. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like
they definitely ain't out there.
They ain't out there working. They in casinos.
They not out there.
So it's just like, yo, we gotta like hold them accountable now. That's how I feel like now we need to start doing petition, because if this was the hand on the other foot and we was on, you know, the ones robbing and killing, whatever the case may be, we'd be in jail right now.
They
But
would've killed us.
Forget jail. We would have been dead.
Right.
Yeah,
Like, right
on
on
the spot.
site. But it's like, it's, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do, but hopefully we do get some type of justice out of the situation. But don't hold your breath. So that's how I really feel about it. This is going to be real. So we're going to get straight into the topic. The topic is all about rebellious people. The reason why I want to talk about it, because I kind of had a flashback Friday moment, and some of the things that I feel like I didn't have to go through if I would have listened at a certain time to my parents or maybe my peers or my loved ones. So the case may be, maybe I've been in a different situation or a different position. And I feel like sometimes you need to be rebellious, but sometimes you need to learn how to control or when to know when to be rebellious. And I feel like people need to know the difference and know how to handle someone who is rebellious, especially parents who have teenagers that's acting out and they think they know everything. Because we all been through that stage where we all think we just know it all, and we need to find out our own way or go through our own experience to know if this is the right way. And then we just wasted all that time and energy when we could just listen in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I want to really break it down and get you guys' feedback as well. So I kind of looked it up, like, what is a rebellious person? But it's when someone challenges the authority. Like, no one likes to be told what to do. Like, I think that's just that defensive mechanism that we just have as a human being. We just want that independence. We want that freedom to make our own choices. We don't want to be told which way to go. You know what I'm saying? We want to make our own decisions. And I was like, mostly parents try to guide you in certain paths of footsteps or how they want you to live your life, or give you certain, they introduce you, expose you to certain sports or clubs or organization, whatever have you, so you can stay on the right track and be in positive feedback. But you react because you're like, yo, I don't want to do this corny shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? No one wants to be a part of the church clubs, mom. Like, sorry, I want to hang with my friends. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like we fight so much against it and kind of get mad at our mom, had this or hatred for our parents in a sense, because we don't think they know what's best for us. They don't know me personally. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's kind of true at a point though, because I felt like my parents never knew me personally, because my personal experience with my mom, she ended up like stopping me from going to a radio interview one day, and that's how I ended up leaving home. Like, it's like parents have an idea of what's best for you, but don't really know what you want to do, because it's like you can always sit there and tell someone, oh, this is the way you should go, be a doctor, be a lawyer, but what if I don't want to be a doctor or a lawyer? Like, no one's really trying to hear what you want to say, and I feel like that's where the rebellion comes from.
We don't have a voice, and we can't, like, and we fearful to kind of speak out because we're going to get that rejection or that discipline of saying no, and we don't want to hear no. And they, even if it's something small like what you said, going to a radio, which I think is harmless and a great opportunity, she probably think, oh, that's not a good look for you, or maybe that's not the right person that whatever her case of reason being, she probably thought differently. But it's just like, we have to kind of stand for something and have some type of middle boundary guidelines to where so we're not too rebellious and disrespectful and become dangerous and violent, and to when we just standing for what we believe in. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the difference as well. But how can we like how can some things that us being rebellious affect our life decisions? Because I have a prime example of just even my lifestyle in general, like my sexuality. I'm a lesbian, but my mom don't approve of that lifestyle. So if I'm being rebellious for living the way I want to live, or if I'm just being an individual. But in a sense, it could be looked at upon religiously that I'm being rebellious towards my parents' like what they want from me or what they hold value or morals and installed in me when I was a kid. So it could be looked as, you know, outside looking in that I am being rebellious.
Yeah, but if they love you, if they love you, religion, nothing should ever get in the way of their true feeling for you, which is love. Like, you should never be spitting out words that it's like, well, I don't like gay people. I don't like this because this don't align with God, and if God don't say it's right, you know. And it's just like it's a whole stigma towards that, just that community as far as the LGBT versus Christianity, or Muslims, or, you know, any people of any religion that have something negative to say about it. You know, but it's kind of like if you let your doctrine get in the way of your true feelings for that person, then you don't really love them. You know?
I mean, I feel like the problem is that so many people look at what someone else does and they look at it through their eyes. Realistically, if I'm sitting here talking to Monty, if I'm talking to you, if I'm talking to Brandon, then I can't hold y'all with the same standards that I'm holding myself because you're not me. You probably don't want all the same things I do. Your morals may not be the same as mine. So it's like sitting here and telling you, oh, you're bad because you don't believe in what I believe in. Like, that's honestly some BS.
If you want to view that as rebellion, then honestly, you're stunting their whole growth and their whole, like, being them as a person, because you're not rebelling from something, you're just being yourself. You're just trying to do what you want to do, and if somebody wants to stop you from that, honestly, like, you can get out of my life. You're not helping me do what I want to do.
And I think also people be rebellious from trying to fit in as well. I think socially, you know, being accepted has a big part in it, because we do even certain things like how we dress and how we talk, like even our slang, you know what I'm saying, how our charisma, how we walk, you know what I'm saying, that all is like planted, seeded since day one, because we don't want that rejection, you know what I'm saying. So I feel like we use rebellions, you know, towards our peers even. To get a certain reaction, if you will.
It's used a lot in high school, like peer pressure and just trying to make people fit in. Like, that's kind of where I fell out of it, because I said, I'm not doing this. Like, I'm just going to be me. If you want to accept me for who I am, then go ahead. But that's
bold, that's brave, you know what I'm saying? You are like, that's an individual, you know what I'm saying? Everyone don't have that concept of what an individual is. Like, everyone wants to be, they want to fit in. Everyone wants to be a part. Everybody wants to feel like, oh, I'm not left out. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, you know, they're going to do whatever it takes to feel like they're cool or whatever they want.
See, the thing is, nobody has your best interests for you in your life. That's what really hit me in high school. Nobody else in my life, none of my, like, most of my friends, they don't have my best friend interests. They just want me to be an asset to their life. And if somebody is looking to be an asset to their life, then they're not really a friend. Like, this man right here, Azrael, he's been in my life. I'm not an asset to his life. I'm a friend. I'm a companion. I'm running, like, beside him. And that's the thing that really changes things. A lot of people need to realize, like, if somebody's not really out there to help you, or if you're not pushing each other and move forward, they're not your friend. They're just using you. I mean, you're their friend, but you're not theirs. Like, it's a one-way system. So you might as well just stop hurting yourself, or stop caring. Like, even just like a lot of like girls and a lot of like relationships with dudes, like, it's a one-way system. You're hurting yourself a lot of the time, and you just need to get out of it. And it's just
facts.
It's toxic.
At some point, you need to rebel against like the peer pressure and the social norms, or else it's going to continue to happen, and people are going to keep on messing you over and destroying your life at the expense of your, like, your sanity, your character, and your sanity.
True. That's true. Yeah, that's a great point. I didn't even think of it like that, because, you know, we don't even think how much it affects us, and it, like, emotionally, spiritually, physically, you know, see all these different aspects.
It's not going to hurt you right away. It's going to be 2 years later, or a while later, you're going to realize, or months later, you're going to realize it's not good for you.
Yeah, and then you just, like, kind of self-destruct. in itself. You know what I'm saying? You kind of self-destruct, and then you kind of, I feel like, rebel more. You know, because you know what I'm saying? Because it's like this rage just kind of flips out.
Like, you ain't about to tell me what I'm about to do with my life and myself. And I'm
gonna tell you, high school.
Tell me
oh my gosh,
bro.
Oh my God.
Don't even get into it, bro. That whole group.
Y'all went to the same high school. Okay,
all
good.
three.
Give me a little snippet of what happened.
Like, my God. High school, like, so there are levels to rebellion. Brandon, he was like a good rebellion. I'm gonna be myself. Me and my other friends, we were just wild. We just went against everybody. Like, someone, so it's like, you know oh my God, I don't even want to say half of it, but it's bad. But like, a few of my friends posted up memes about the, Orlando Pulse and the nightclub shooting, right? So like, I miss those SpongeGuard memes, and honestly, I'm gonna be honest, those memes were kind of funny, but where it messed up was that they put it on our class page, and then it started
like the day after.
I ain't even know all that. See, that's why I don't be getting on Facebook half of the time when I see a whole bunch of stuff.
And mind you, all of my friends are at war. The first thing that I'm like is, dag. Like, now I gotta help them.
Yeah.
But I kind of fell out of that towards the end of the year. But it was just so much. Like, we just caused so much trouble. Even back in 8th grade, like, me and my mom had issues. And her biggest thing was school.
Yeah. Okay.
So one day in like the 3rd quarter, my teacher calls her and says that your son has not turned in a single assignment in this quarter yet, and like we're almost done the quarter. I was just like,
so was you rebelling against the teacher?
The definition of rebellious.
Nope, Mom. She kept playing. I told her I didn't want to go to this school. I wanted to do something else with my life. She said, I don't care. And I was like, cool, screw your school. I don't care.
Okay, so you failed the class, I'm assuming, right?
No, I didn't.
Okay, why?
Because regardless of how many assignments I don't do, I always get an A on my test. Like, I would sleep through my chemistry class, took a nap during my midterm, woke up, finished it in 20 minutes, and I got an 87. I don't study, none of that.
Yeah.
I need your gift because I didn't have that. I definitely needed to study. That's crazy, but that's a great example of just that prime rebelliousness. Like, I'm not gonna listen to you. You can't make me do what you tell me to do. I'm a grown woman. Like, I'm old enough to make my own decision. And then honestly, she wasn't telling you to go to school to benefit her, to benefit you. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the key that we kind of missed. Like,
in the end, you're hurting yourself.
I know.
Yeah.
So the problem is, though, it's like, so at the end of the day, parents do always do things in what they consider your best interest is,
right.
But it always does end up hurting you, and I feel like it's a matter of communication.
Yes.
Because if you can't sit there and communicate with the person, explain to them, find a compromise,
right.
Then it's like you're screwing them. Because now they aren't trying to listen to you because you aren't listening to them. But it doesn't hurt you, it hurts them.
Yeah.
And it's just a
cycle. Yeah. That's sorry, like, you get it. Because it's like, damn, if it was like said differently, or if you was just more calm and nice, maybe I would have taken in a different way. But now I feel like you on edge, so I gotta defend myself, and I gotta protect how I feel, because I feel like I get to say so too, because it's me that we're talking about.
Right.
So let's just get something settled here. But you're right, and I feel like parents had to realize that although you're the parents, it's certain different methods to go about a solution of a problem. You know what I'm saying? So we can all be on the same page and be happy and not be miserable, because it's important to like live happy as well. So I definitely agree. But I feel like it are certain times when you need to be rebellious.
Yeah.
Like prime example, when employees getting unpaid and they go on strike. When we didn't have the rights to vote, and we had a march. Like, there's countless, the Freddie Gray situation when everyone fucked up the city.
Don't bring up that.
But the thing is, there are right and wrong ways to rebel. Because, like, Messing up the city did show like, okay, we don't like the police doing all this, but at the end of the day, these are actual people's like entrepreneurs' shops, and these are actual people's stores that people are running into, stealing stuff from. And there's a lot of, my uncle actually had to close down a shoe store that he had, and because people went to the store, stole like half a store, and then he had to close it down because he couldn't make anything back.
A lot of those businesses moved out of those neighborhoods too after that, so it's kind of like they did hurt the community, because I have family in that community, and it really messed some stuff up, messed people up.
Man, I honestly wish it was just a different route, and I think what it was, people just got fed up of like nothing being done. After multiple coincidence of the same scenario situation with multiple different black men, you know what I'm saying? So I think when it came to our neck of the woods, it was all we're Baltimore, we're not gonna stand for this. So
I mean,
we gonna be Baltimore.
To be honest, all of that was kind of the mayor's fault, because turns out, right, so all of it started at Mondawmin. I actually got picked up early that day. Because there were talks of a riot. So apparently when the kids made it to Mondawmin,
one school like let out.
Pretty much.
All of the buses got shut down. SWAT teams up there bringing kids off of the bus as soon as they get up there. No one can go home. So now you have a bunch of people who are trying to go home. They can't go home, mixed with people who are mad at the police. And then now you're pushing these kids, like having armed guards around them. It makes everyone uneasy. And then you're pushing them further into a territory that they don't know. I'm going to get pissed off too. To be honest with you, I'm going to be mad too, because now I can't go home.
Right.
You're pushing me somewhere I don't know.
And then there's this store open. Oh, what? Free stuff?
Right.
Oh, yeah. That's when everything broke loose.
Right in there, take something and don't care.
Honestly,
might as well get a drink and some chips while I'm out.
Exactly. Hop over the counter, get some Popeyes.
Now, stomping out those cop cars was cool, because the cops are your enemies. But I mean, when you started to hurt the community, that was a whole other thing.
It's a line that just wasn't there. It was just, everyone was like, can get it. Anyone can get it. Cutthroat, and it's just like, damn. I wish it was not like that, but it's just like, all that for what? It didn't change anything. It didn't change a single thing. It didn't bring Freddie back. It's just like, for what?
Everyone who probably was super mad, most of those people stopped taking interest. Like, it's been a couple of years since he died, and where are all those people now? They're gone. Like, I mean, I'm not saying.
And then we don't even talk about it no more. Like, we act like it never even happened. Like, we don't even discuss it. Like, and that's how our society works. That's why we get right back into the loop of just this enslavement society that I feel like we're still in, because we don't do an action. We like post it, rest in peace Freddie, hashtag Black Lives Matter, and we keep it pushing.
And 2 months
we,
later,
like I said,
it's on to the next person.
Rebel, and we go right back into the cycle. So anyway, that's off a little bit. Because but it relates, and it like affects us in so many ways. But how do we deal with someone who is just rebellious? Like, that's just their personality. They always, no matter what you try to do, talk to them, counsel them,
let them fail.
Honestly, I'm a person that's got to learn from my mistakes. So if I rebel and I get in trouble, or I get hurt, or some type of loss in my situation, something negative happens to me, whether it's extreme or something small, I need to learn from that. Like, and I feel like a lot of people, they'll talk your head off, and then all of a sudden, oh, what happened? Well, I just had to. Stop capping. Like at this point, it's like, all right, we tried to talk to you. We tried to, negotiate with you and sit down and compromise, because I feel like that's how a lot of situations get resolved. That's how a lot of the situations in high school needed to be resolved, but because people wanted to be out in their own lanes, now it's like everybody's broken apart. I ain't even gonna get into it, but we talked about it a little bit today, and I just could not believe how bad it got.
Yeah.
Like today.
My favorite line in high school was, "You not gonna pop me though." My last words were, "No one popped me though." I plan on putting that on my tombstone. No one popped me though. I'm going all my life without really being popped.
Right now. You cannot reach over and pop.
I just love that phrase.
For real, sometimes I gotta ignore this, man.
Weird.
Like it just it get to the point where it's like I gotta ignore you
Because
or look at you.
Nah, because it's like when all people are just trying to argue, it's like we eventually reach a point to where it's I agree to disagree. Mm-hmm. If you can't take that, then like you might as well just pop me.
Right.
Because
you gotta square up.
I mean,
if you want to keep arguing once I'm done arguing,
then
let's fight.
It's something else behind
more,
that.
right? Because you have to. Because I said I'm done. You're still going. Mm-hmm. What else is there?
I think you can pick your battles. I'm a firm believer of picking battles. I feel like if you can like do problem solving, because everything don't need every action don't need a reaction, and I think that's how the fire gets bigger and bigger. Like just add more fume. Like we have to meet somewhere in the middle, to as though we don't have to meet again at the same place that we just left from, because then it's going to become repetitive. It's going to become a cycle, and then we're going to just end up where we left off, and it's no growth. It's nothing going to get resolved. So it's just like we gotta work on one behavior at a time.
I mean, the only way to do it is really walk away. Like if we keep coming together and we keep having the same issue, then why do we keep coming together? Like let's just stay, because like not everyone in the world is made for you. You know, you gotta just pick and choose who you're with.
Yeah, that's easier said than done. And anyone like mainly because relationships, you know, because you would love so hard and you know it's not good for you, and everyone tell you that it's not good for you, and you just don't care because you love it and you're comfortable and you're used to, and it's home, and it's just like that's all you know. So it's just like that's easier said than done, but I do agree with you.
I never understood that, because I drop stuff in a heartbeat.
I
drop everything in a heartbeat.
If you do, it's a girl thing. If you do, too emotional.
If you do one small thing and I try to tell you to stop, I'm like, okay, cool.
Give me an example. Give
the most recent example, this girl. I mean, I do this with my family too, because I've grown to a point to where I hate arguing.
I don't like conversation either.
Right. So this girl I was chilling with, she like kept hitting me. I said stop hitting me, and she kept hitting me. So eventually I just got up and I walked away. And then the rest of that day, she ain't touched me.
I'm not mad at you, because you could have
Bruh.
Yeah, I could have.
See, and that's what I'm saying.
Real quick, I'm
crazy.
I'm not with domestic violence at all.
I'm not either. But if you hit
at
me,
the same time, like I feel like some women do take advantage and power over the I'm a woman, don't hit me.
I'll let you know,
rule.
you gotta stop hitting me. But if you're gonna keep hitting me, I'm not gonna sit there and be hit.
Back. Exactly.
Right. But see, I can't hit back because do you watch anime by any chance?
No.
Okay. Well, a great anime I love, My Hero Academia. I feel like I'm the main character, Deku, because when he fights, right, he can only go 5% or 100%. There is no in between.
Okay.
Like either he's blowing your head off or like it's weak.
Okay.
So I'll turn around, and if I swing, it's either weak or too strong.
Yeah.
So, we can't balance that out. So I'd rather just not do it.
Knock our head off.
There we go.
Slightly tap her. We don't know what's going to happen. We just don't want any
Yep.
parts.
Boom.
And then the head just, be knocked off somewhere. But I think we also have to do ego checks. And I was talking to my coworker just yesterday about it, because we don't think that our ego is not, being affected by our characteristic, but it really is, because we act a certain way, or we do certain things to get certain approvals. Like, and we have to like do some self-control. Like, but you have to be conscious of when you're doing it, because when you're in the moment, you're just in the moment. You're in the heat of the moment. You're not thinking how you're responding. And I feel like that's another part to like work on, reflecting and growing within yourself. So I feel like if people know what their triggers are, then they will be less likely to rebel. So
like Trey, I had a friend. He knows all his triggers. He knows when he needs to walk away from a situation. But a lot of the times, the people he gets into arguments with, they'll follow him just to interrogate him and make it worse. But he knows when he needs to walk away a lot of time. But a lot of the people he like talks to, they'll follow him. But knowing your like triggers is gonna help a lot.
I agree, and I think being rebellious is not dangerous. I think it's risk taking. And I think a lot of people mistake it for being dangerous and violent and out of control and get very fearful, and that's why they probably like characterize us as being rebellious people, African Americans, but we're not. We just have some firm grounds to stand on, and they're not gonna take anything. Like you don't stand for something, you're gonna fall for anything. That's just how it goes. So we're just not gonna just be weak in any shape or form. But I feel like it is a sense of freedom as well. Like we need to like go through our own experience and see for ourselves and learn our own walks, and then come back and like, you know what, you was right. I should have listened. You know what I'm saying? I had to find out for myself. I had a lot of those moments where I was like, damn, like it could, but I had to learn for myself, and sometimes I had to learn a couple times the same lesson just so I can actually get it. Because no one can teach it for me. I have to go through my own walk, and I think that's the part, and accepting our leadership in it, and not just pointing the blame, and reacting.
Lessons you learn on your own are way more powerful than anything somebody else can teach you.
Facts.
You learned it firsthand.
Self-talk. So we're gonna get into who up next. I want to talk about you and everything that's going on. Once again, Azrael is here, and we're gonna talk about everything. First of all, I have to ask, what do HLVII stand for?
HL7.
Because it is a number.
Yep.
Okay.
HL7.
So I thought it was like the whole name. I didn't know you was like a third or something. I didn't know what was happening. So
Now he's a 7.
He's a 7.
You 7th in line.
I was like, what is this stand for? Okay, is that like a name, or like somebody give that to you?
I took it directly out of my name. I still have the affiliation, but HL7 is a it's another group / collective, high style. I forget who it was founded by, but I was brought in by my friend Zero Kai.
Okay.
And then right now I think Kira's in charge.
Okay.
HL7 Kira. If you ever heard of him.
No.
No.
Not gonna lie, I haven't heard of him.
I mean,
but I would love to like get to know him.
Pretty dope guy. His most popular song I think is Sauce.
Okay.
I was told I was born with the sauce.
With the sauce.
Was told that I'm born with the sauce. Yeah, it's dope.
I like saucy.
That's bro right there.
Y'all hooked up and then y'all made the collabo.
Kinda. I more so just joined because my other friend was in it, and I was trying to do music, but I'm more so branched off, and now I got these people and a few others, some underground activity.
I don't like to be claimed by him.
You win is a wave.
So you guys all met in high school, and that's when you guys discovered the underground activity? Or like, how did that be born?
Yeah, I mean,
yes and no. I'm getting side stories here. What's going on? Give me the tea.
So originally, I started with another group. We called ourselves DOA, but I ended up branching off again and forming my own.
So you just like want to be a solo artist?
Nah,
in all reality, huh?
Nah, it's more.
Everyone was bluffing.
Yeah.
Everyone was bluffing.
That was a serious
and nobody
problem.
wanted to do what they were supposed to do. So he said, "Never mind. If you won't
I'ma
keep
do
moving
it."
forward, I'll move forward by myself."
Yep.
So then I ended up finding Monty here. You know,
Okay.
Monty and with the
I'm
vocals.
dedicated.
And then eventually, actually, it just started up fully recently because the problem was that no matter how many times I would try to reach out, like start something, no one would respond except Monty. So I ended up just revamping the whole thing, bringing in new people, and then stuff's moving a lot more smoothly.
Did you have like auditions for like group members or band members? Or?
No, it's just people that I knew.
Okay.
Because I'd rather be able to work with you, you know.
Exactly.
Drop the email.
Hey, booking at Underground Activity.
Oh yeah. If you ever feel like booking us, it's bookingundergroundactivity@gmail.com. I'm gonna change that though.
He was plugged.
So you do the vocalist, so you sing, right? Okay, you write music too, or
okay. I write. And majority of the time it's either him producing or Andre, who's a fellow producer.
And then you just rapping and producing, and what else?
And engineering.
Any instruments that you play too?
I play a bit of the drums. I used to play saxophone. I'm trying to learn the bass.
All right.
Actually,
what about you, Brandon?
I'm doing clothes. Yeah, I actually made this hoodie.
I'm sorry. I'm doing clothes. Yeah. I'm doing clothes. I'm sorry.
I actually made this hoodie. This is my sign, Capricorn. This is Capricorn.
Oh,
Just Capricorn season passed like a couple months ago, but you know, I do clothes and I'm learning how to engineer. I'm taking tips from other engineers and stuff like that, and I'm just trying to branch out, learn other stuff.
There we go.
No, well, that's good. Like, so you just designing for the group? How you
yeah, we're about to get some shirts.
Okay.
I've been working on them recently. They don't even know about this, but I've been working on a bunch of stuff. But
where's my Deku shirt?
It's actually. I still need to get the. Never mind.
We could go grab it.
But yeah.
Also, we could go now.
Working on a bunch of stuff, and we're gonna have stuff out this summer.
Coming soon.
Yeah, this summer we're gonna have a bunch of underground activity stuff. Y'all gonna see it around.
Try and make some UA skateboards, you know.
Hey.
Yeah.
You a skateboard too?
Yes.
All right, on your Lil Wayne for real shit. All right,
real talk.
Kick push. Lupe Fiasco.
He's skate too. Right now,
Yep.
I'm getting as many people as I can, and I am making this a giant competition. Like I tell him, and my friend Nigel, they're fighting for second place because I always stay in first.
That's right.
Always.
I like that.
I took like a 2-month break, and he got ahead of me, and I can't catch up now.
Why, Brandon?
I can't catch up now.
So, what do you want your listeners to get from your music? Like, what message do you want them to receive?
That's a hard one.
Yeah.
It kind of depends because I switch around a lot. You know, if I'm being lit, then, you know, just be lit. But when I'm depressed and stuff, you know, just realize that you're not alone.
You have a friend in me?
Right. Right. You have a friend in me. Actually, I've said in an old album, if you ever have an issue, I don't care who you are, just hit me up. That's all you got to do. My inbox is always open.
Very genuine.
Yeah. Because I understand how it feels to feel alone and the struggle with yourself.
Depression.
And,
that could be our next topic. It's just very real. It's different, you know, phases of it too. Go ahead, though.
It's a lot. I mean, and besides that, I mean, you know, there's not anything else. You know, I just kind of make, like, I more so make music to satisfy myself. If you like it, you like it. But that's just how I move.
Where do you see yourself going in the next? Like, do you see yourself in the music industry as like this rock band, or do you see yourself going independent, or?
Oh, of course, independent.
Okay.
Independent all day, every day. I plan on making an independent label, which is what I want Underground Activity to come out to be. But I want our hand in literally everything. All types of music, all forms of art, like graphic design, painting, rock music. Just everything.
Yeah, I like that. I like the, you know, diversity of that as well. So, like, what inspired you to do like jazz, hip hop, R&B, and pop, like all in one? Like I know you said a little bit of the art, but like, what inspired you to just do Like, cause when you perform, let me just give the people a little insight here, because he performed at the Food Concert Store, and it was like an experience. Like, it was literally an admission, right before like halftime. That's how I felt, and the band killed it. Like, I was just like, yo, who are these guys? Like, why haven't I heard about them? And it was just like, it felt like a show, but I didn't feel like it was too old, and I didn't feel like it was too new. Like, I felt like it was perfect, you know. I'm like, so what inspired you to do that type of genre?
Well,
because this is a mix. It's really a mix.
First, I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
The first few songs I did, right, for Riding Solo, that was actually one of the first songs that I released. I actually produced it, but we more so made a more rock version of it, pop rock. And it was that's just how I felt at the time. Now, for the other one, the jazz, neo soul, lo-fi stuff,
exactly.
My mom dated this guy named LeVar. Shout out to Mr. LeVar. Love him to death.
Okay.
But he was very influential to me when I was younger, going through middle school and high school. And then Kira dropped a song produced by Nujabes, and I just loved it because Nujabes produced one of the best anime soundtracks ever, Samurai Champloo. If anyone likes anime or you don't like anime, I'd say watch it. Dope ass anime. But yeah, so then turns out that he knew Nujabes. He used to work with him, and like I really fell in love with what Nujabes was doing because I felt like it was such a like unique sound, and it kind of enveloped you.
Wow. Yeah, that's like deep. Like, that's like poetic almost, you know. So you took it around with it and kind of got inspired. So did you self-taught yourself to rap and everything like that?
Yeah, when I was in elementary school, my older cousin Montana tried to rap. I ended up writing for him. And then as time went on, I was just like, I'm gonna just do it for myself. Why not?
Yeah. So what inspired C Straight? Tell me about that. What's going on with C Straight? I heard about it and I was like, yo, this give me some like Tyler vibes, Lil P Fiasco a little bit mixed, but it was fresh and genuine. Like, I like it.
So, you
G's
know,
breakdown.
yeah, G is right.
Exclusive behind the scenes. No.
Each time I show him a song, I always end up breaking it down to him. It was like just how I felt at the time. I was pretty low, and I'm a big smoker. Like, I'm a big smoker, so. Just going through that song, I was kind of naming some of the old stuff I was into, the life that I saw some of my friends around, and just me being with them, kind of experiencing some stuff like that. Yeah. It's just, I mean, it's a lot easier to explain with the song, because...
Hey, Dom, can we get that up? The C Straight song?
The one we played already?
Yeah. A little bit. But go ahead, finish explaining while we getting that queued up. But like, you was going through like a depression time at that moment. You was real low at that point, and kind of inspired you to start writing.
No, it was just that. You know, I just randomly write sometimes. I was just in the mood to write. I heard something I liked. I love Earl Sweatshirt and Tyler, so when I heard that, it kind of just vibed with me, and it just all came out.
Is that one of your motivation, Earl? Oh, here we go.
Yeah, Earl.
Hey, C Straight. No,
hey, I'm on the ones and twos. Yeah, y'all know.
That's all I got.
Make the track better though.
Yeah.
Room so foggy I can't see straight. Typing all of the things I couldn't dictate. Like how I felt, the only thing I could muster is that I really don't care. And to ask her how my dick tastes. Tales from my adolescence, I never really marked it as lesson learned. Twisted like the end of the J, I watch it burn. 3, 4 puffs, that's my turn. Look at all the scars when my back's turned. Being stabbed in the back. I don't really wanna see when I hot box. Quiet on the set, the clock stops. You're all so much. Mic drop.
Yeah, you know what?
Yes.
I'm old school too. I got old soul, so trust me. We can definitely vibe on that. But yeah, like that's. I love it. I like the background. It's giving me that old school summertime vibe. You know, old like I love just genuine just instruments, music in general. You don't hear that much.
Sometimes I can't remember my own whereabouts.
So you gotta do with that. But sometimes like
how it feels to be a power.
To the words, like that's
Remember how it
that
feels
song
to
give
be
me
a
that
power.
vibe.
Lost in the sauce, I'm screwed. Take a dip, then I
So
drip
do you
that
have
swag
any
goo. I'm still looking for my debut. I feel
Actually,
like
yeah. So A1 Chop Sleek. Shout out A1 Chop Sleek. You know, he's really been out there grinding. But he's actually hosting a birthday show at the Downtown Cultural Arts Center, 401 North Howard Street. I can send you the flyer. It's $10 to get in. Me and Monty performing in there. Yeah.
We about to be lit.
Yep, and y'all about to hear some, exclusive new stuff.
Okay.
Everything's exclusive.
So you got some new tracks dropping.
Yeah, actually, we do. We haven't talked. Well, no, I won't say too much, but we got a lot.
So any EPs about to come up soon? Albums? How the summertime looking? What's up?
Man, I'm just telling you, I'm gonna have a single
If
every
you
summer
gonna
for
have, I'm about to say you gonna have your own single.
I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Can
I'm
we
gonna
get
have
a
a
little
single.
something from you?
Go
Can we get
ahead.
a little sample?
What you gonna be?
Cause I don't know how you
Drip.
sound.
Alright. Cause I trippin' on load, and I dippin' when it's over. Don't trip, come on, what you waiting for? No, I don't need it. I be so conceited, I be drippin' on load, and I dippin' when it's over. Don't trip, hey, come on, what you waiting for? No, I don't need it. I be so conceited, I be drippin'. Tell them I be drippin'. Know that I be drippin'. Hey. I'm drippin' on low, drip. That's all y'all get.
Hey!
She's at the
Yo, she just dripped on you. Damn. No. Yo, that's hot. That was hot. Yo, definitely.
Did you hear the beat though?
Wait till
The
you
beat.
hear
I was
thump,
imagining what the
Money
beat was
maker.
gonna sound
Bangers. What?
like. You know, like one of those spaced out. That's how it was. You know.
Look.
Just call me.
Y'all
back
come
in
out.
the
Y'all
studio.
come out Friday. I gave y'all the whole
Yeah.
song.
Come
So
out
where
to
is
the
it
show
again?
Friday.
Say where is that?
401 North Howard Street.
401 North Howard Street. What time?
Yeah.
What time is it?
7 to 11:30.
7 to 11:30.
7 to 11:30.
It's $10 to
Everyone,
get in.
bring it. Only $10, yo.
Only $10.
I'm glad y'all was
That's a
hip.
deal.
I'm glad y'all was hip. Yes, please go support. Okay, please go support my mans and Monty. Okay, because they gonna tear that with the dripping. I can't sing now.
Yeah.
So
You had it though. It was right there too. I was ready to come.
yeah, go back in. I'll be over here singing all day. I can't sing. That'd be anyway. So, any other advice do you want to give to anyone that want to maybe start a band and just anything you want to share with them to kind of get them motivated? What did you do? Maybe where did you start? Who did you run to? Oh, okay.
Just do
but,
it.
Like my Nike, hey.
You'll end up meeting people who do
Yeah.
it. Learn from them. Just learn from them. Everyone around you, realistically, you will go through ups and downs. You will
Facts.
find people bluffing.
Up
You'll
and
find
downs.
people not. Just do it.
Yeah.
Don't think about it. My friend Andre had told me, one of the producers that he follows heavy just said, stop thinking about your music. Stop thinking too deep into it. Just do it.
Yeah.
And then it usually comes out nice. You can always
Genuine.
polish it later, but
Yeah, you gotta start somewhere, and I definitely agree with that. Even for me doing radio, I went to school for it, and now I'm on RadioOnFire. You feel me? So if you keep just being persistent and just being passionate to whatever you want to do, it's going to pay off.
Yep.
So definitely agree with that. And
you. There's always a market for you too. There is always a market for everyone.
Man,
If
this
Ice-
is America.
If Ice
Yeah.
JJ Fish, right? If Ice JJ Fish has a career singing,
Exactly.
then you can do whatever the hell you want to.
Exactly.
I don't know who he is, but yeah, if he
Sounds
got.
awful.
He sound awful.
This is how he
all these
about you,
Oh nah,
That's
I don't
really how
want
he
no.
sounds. I'm not
This whole and
exaggerating.
then that video, I think it got 66 million views or
Yeah.
something. He racked up.
YouTube is a mother.
And then all these little kids out here having their little careers, and
it's crazy. You better get on and start investing right
It
now.
don't take nothing but GarageBand. I know all y'all got iPhones out there. Like,
Everyone has an iPhone. So everyone give out their IG. So starting with you, Brandon.
go to.
I'm not playing.
Okay.
Brandon over here like,
Wait. I gotta make sure I get this right.
Hey, y'all gotta know your IG.
Nah, I did.
Avenger.
I'm be real. I just changed mine. That's why
Okay.
I'm pulling it out.
Avenger_Azrael. I'm pretty sure you know how to spell Avenger _AZRAEL. Make sure to follow the Underground Activity page too.
Yes.
UA is the wave. Just
watch our drip.
hey, okay. I like how y'all double teamed that.
What am I saying? Oh,
Yeah,
my IG, yeah. Look, Teray though.
Right.
I need to be reminded. Like
Yeah,
at
yeah.
a certain
It's okay.
point, it just be like, all right. But yeah, my IG is Monnie.Maverick, MONNIE.MAVRICK.
Hey, and you know it's your girl, Lady Merc in the house. This Sunday, you guys. This Sunday, like this weekend, like on the 10th, like been saying this all month. No, but everyone come out, show out. It's Sunday, fun day, game night at the Crown Baltimore. I am your host, Lady Merc. I'm gonna have tons of games. It's gonna be a bar lounge, so you can get your drink on. No worry, 21 and up, and it's free. Okay, I'm not charging you a dime. Come on in. Yeah, only free.
$3.99, bruh.
That's a deal.
Facts. Okay, get your free
Don't get better
on, get
than
your
that.
gaming on.
Exactly.
We're gonna kick it back to the basics. And the reason why I wanted to do it, because I'm gonna do an event every month, so don't worry, just wait. But the reason why I want to kick it back to the game night in particular, because I feel like we haven't had these moments where we can just have fun. We always need some type of entertainment, like hookah or DJ or whatever. Even though I'm gonna have a DJ, that ain't the point. The point I'm making is that we don't need everything and everyone. We just could just have fun with just board games, you know what I'm saying? Cards, Uno, you know, just like keeping it old school. And I love it, keeping it old school. So I definitely hope everyone can come out, show out, have fun. We're going to kick it old school. Just Lady Merc in the house. Sunday, 8 to 12 at the Crown Baltimore, right on Charles Street. So it's right up the street, around the corner.
Speaking of games, real quick, I think tomorrow night, Map Technologies is having a lo-fi video game night. So I think
Where's that
it's
at?
229 or 299 Park Avenue. It's right by Saratoga Park. It's a
Okay.
game lounge. They're dope.
That's
dope
cool.
music, dope people, and come get busted in video games because I don't lose.
It's a vibe.
That's a challenge.
She wanna vibe.
Nah, it's true though.
It's a vibe.
it's a challenge.
It's true though.
Hey, shout out to everyone watching in the house on RadioOnFire. Thank you for tuning in. We are here every single Thursday at 6 o'clock. And remember, everyone, please do not be rebellious. Just breathe, okay? Just take your time.
Blow the roof
Think
off.
about it and just breathe, all right?
Burn down the house.
Till next time. Peace.
Yep.
Hey, we out. Hold it before y'all leave, though. We got to take a picture.